Hey everybody, Geoff Hyland here with the Hyland Group at eXp Realty here in Prescott. Just want to wish you all a happy new year. Hope you had a wonderful, safe holiday season. And as we are now here squarely into 2025, I want to give you your first market update. So let's dive right into it. First of all, inventory levels continue to decline. So inventory of site-built single-family homes in our MLS has now decreased to 821 homes. Based on our demand, what that translates to is a 3.44 month supply of inventory. So we always talk about what's normal, which again is that 5 to 7 month supply. So with the increase in demand that we did see in December in terms of closings, that would take us to a 3.44 month supply. That is the lowest that we've seen since August of 2023. As far as the overall inventory is concerned, that 821 listings, that marks the lowest that we've seen since April of 2024, last year. So inventory levels are down. Some of that, of course, is seasonal. It's not abnormal for us to see inventory levels decrease on January 1st, and then we anticipate, if history is any guide, that the inventory levels will start increasing again in March, April as we go into the spring and summer markets. Now, a couple interesting things about December. Demand, in terms of the number of homes that went under contract, was 153, and that's actually about a 24% decrease from the number of homes that went pending in December of 2023. So that was down. But the flip side of that is that the number of closings in December was up by about 40% from where we were in December of 2023. So an increase in terms of the number of closings, a decrease in the demand in terms of pending sales. Days on market, something else that moved a little bit. Days on market for the MLS overall average was 76 days. Prescott, however, jumped up to 92 days, and it's been hovering around 60 days. So we'll keep an eye on that as we move forward into the year and keep you updated on that. Again, overall MLS average did creep up a little bit to about 76 days. Of that inventory, 400 of those homes are in Prescott. When you look at the active inventory on the MLS, that 821 homes, they have been on the market for 134 days. So if you remember over the last few months, it's been hovering about 110 days on market. Now the inventory of the active listings is at 134 days, and they are priced on average about 15.5% over the overall MLS average sales price. If you wanted to look specifically at Prescott, same thing, the numbers are 13.6% higher. All the homes that are active for sale in all Prescott zip codes are priced 13.6% over what the average sales price was for the month of December. So, how did we do year over year? It's always a question that our buyers and sellers are asking us. Basically, the way that I would describe 2024 from start to finish was a very stable market here in Prescott. So site-built single-family homes on an MLS-wide average was negligible change, less than 1%. So as we look forward to 2025, what can we anticipate? The number one question that we get from our buyers and most of our clients right now is, Geoff, what's going to happen with interest rates? So I went to the web, tried to get some information to share with you. Obviously, mortgage rates remain stubbornly high in 2024, despite a lot of our anticipation or hopes that they were going to come down. Now, the Fed has been cutting rates, and that's been impacting things like borrowing for credit cards and auto financing and other types of loans. But the 30-year fixed mortgage rate, which of course is tied more closely to the 10-year Treasury bonds, has remained high. So what we've done is looked at basically 5 latest projections in 30-year fixed mortgage rates from the leading financial institutions, which include Mortgage Bankers Association, Realtor.com, Fannie Mae, Wells Fargo, and Goldman Sachs. The overwhelming consensus is that in 2025, by the end of 2025, we're still going to be having rates higher than 6%, with the majority of those financial institutions predicting that rates will fall somewhere between 6.3 and 6.6%. So it does sound like some relief is on the way. Currently, right now, here in January, we're at 7.07%. So I would anticipate by the end of 2025 that those rates are going to be coming down, but not into the 5s like a lot of people were hoping or anticipating. So we'll have to continue monitoring and keeping you up to date. I guess here's the message. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, the market in Prescott, overall MLS, was stable last year. Not a whole lot of appreciation, not a whole lot of a depreciation. We had some monumentous changes in the real estate industry. A lot of speculation about what was coming to, what changes that was going to make. And then obviously we had a presidential election to contend with. The good news is that all of that is over, and now we're in 2025. So as we look forward, what I would continue to say is, if you're looking to sell, the best thing to do is look at what the value of your home is right now. I would anticipate, based on these projections, that we could see another just stable market here in 2025. And if you're looking to buy, if you've been sitting on the fence, waiting on the sideline, waiting for those interest rates to get into the fives or any of those things, I don't know that that's going to happen this year. I can't predict the future, but I'm just relaying the information and the research that I've conducted. And here's the good news. There's homes out there for sale, and a lot of those homes have been on the market for quite some time, which could open up some opportunities for you as a buyer. And the other thing to remember is that, that old saying, right? You date the rate and marry the property. So if we can find you that house, that next property that's right for you and your family, I would encourage you to get out there, start looking at homes. And then when the mortgage rates do come down and it makes sense to refi, we'll be right there with you to assist you in that process. So that's the mortgage update. That's the market update for January 2025. Once again, Happy New Year. We're looking forward to a great year. And if we can do anything for you, please don't hesitate to reach out at any time. Thanks a lot.